What's up, Sioux Falls? I'm JJ Hartigan. Welcome inside this week's edition of the Storm Report. Each and every week, we're going to give you, the fans, an insider's look at what's going on with the Sioux Falls Storm, including highlights, recaps from the wins and losses, interviews from players and coaches, and a whole lot more. Now, last week, the Sioux Falls Storm erased a 3-game losing streak after a 49-27 win at home against the Bay Area Panthers. Sioux Falls rode that momentum into this week's matchup against the Iowa Barnstormers, who have had Sioux Falls' number as of late. Iowa holds a 13-6 record all-time against the Sioux Falls Storm and are 8-1 inside the Premier Center. Sioux Falls has lost 5 straight games to the Barnstormers dating back to the 2019 season, and despite some injury concerns, felt like they had a good chance to win this matchup and get back into the win column for a second straight week. Let's dive straight into the highlights. Head coach Curtis Riggs got the unfortunate news that middle linebacker Marquise Hendricks and starting quarterback Dalton Sneed would both be listed as out for this Friday night game inside the Premier Center, meaning it was next man up for the Storm as they looked to get a big win in front of their home crowd. Daniel Smith got the call at quarterback for the Storm on Friday night and put his team on the board early with this 1-yard touchdown run to give Sioux Falls the 7-0 advantage. Running back Nate Chavis scored his 9th touchdown of the season on this 19-yard run early on in the second quarter. That made it 17-8. Iowa would make it a 2-point game midway through the second quarter on this 17-yard touchdown pass from Darius James Peterson to Eric Thomas. Storm kicker Sawyer Petrie pushed the Sioux Falls lead back to 5 heading into the locker room at halftime after connecting on this 50-yard field goal as time expired in the second quarter. Daniel Smith would push the Storm lead to 27-22 midway through the third quarter on this 15-yard touchdown pass to Aaron Dilworth, but the Barnstormers battled their way back into this game with a dominating third quarter of play. Iowa outscored Sioux Falls 22-10 in the quarter and took their first lead of the contest on this 3-yard scamper from Peterson to make it a 37-30 Barnstormers lead heading into the fourth quarter. Storm running back Nate Chavis took matters into his own hands in the fourth quarter, though, scoring on a pair of 7-yard touchdown runs, including this one to tie the game at 44-all late in the fourth. Iowa had one last push late in the fourth quarter, but linebacker Paris Taylor and the Storm defense stepped up big with this stop on 4th down to force overtime. The Barnstormers received the ball first in overtime and took the lead on a Gabriel Rui field goal to make it 47-44. The Storm would have a chance to respond, and they did. Daniel Smith scrambled before finding Nate Chavis in the back of the end zone with this 5-yard touchdown pass to give Sioux Falls the overtime win. We caught up with Chavis after the game and asked him to walk us through this final play.
My plan was to just continue doing what we did in the fourth quarter as far as moving the ball, but they were playing the run heavy, so we knew we would have to throw the ball on either 3rd or 4th down. And Dan, he made the best of the opportunity. I mean, he got some pressure, he rolled out, and he made a play. And, you know, we won it, and it's a great win for us.
Quarterback Daniel Smith was thrown into the starter's role on Friday night due to the injured Dalton Sneed. He committed 2 turnovers but helped Sioux Falls post a season-high 50 points in the win. We got Daniel's thoughts on the win after the game.
You know, we have a great group of guys, and, you know, tonight, through the ups and downs, you know, we stayed together. And for me personally, knowing that even through the mistakes, my brothers had my back, and that meant the most to me. And, you know, with a Hall of Fame coaching staff, I know that if I just go ahead and execute the plays, good things will happen.
Linebacker Paris Taylor and the Storm defense came up with some big stops late in that fourth quarter and into the overtime period. He says it's those pressure-packed moments that can make or break a good defense, and he was happy to see his teammates rise to the occasion.
We want to have it on our backs. You know, we want to put it on our backs. We want to be out in the field. We want to make the plays. We want to make the stops, so that way offense get on the field, or we can close it out right now. You know, so defense, we love to have any opportunity on the field where we can make a play and do just that. We did just that tonight.
Head coach Curtis Riggs secured his 250th career win with the overtime victory on Friday night. Coach admits he's going to take some time to relax and take in the big win, but knows his team still has a lot of work to do as they gear up for the playoff push.
Yeah, Coach Hermanson and I are going to go fishing with Shannon Poppinga for a few days. That'll be a good relaxation. And yeah, we got to figure out, we got some injuries. We got some guys coming back though that will be healthy, and we'll see if we can put together a roster here that can go on a run.
The Storm returned to action May 14th at home against the 5-2 Frisco Fighters before hitting the road for 3 straight games, including stops against the IFL defending champion Massachusetts Pirates, who sit at 4-2 on the season, and a pair of tough road rematches against Quad City and Iowa waiting in the wings. You can purchase tickets to the game on Saturday, May 14th by visiting our website at SiouxFallsStorm.com or at the ticket window located inside the Premier Center. We hope that you can join us for that matchup on the 14th. We want to pack the Premier Center and get that place loud and raucous as the Storm look to make it 3 straight wins before heading on the road. That'll do it for this week's edition of the Storm Report. We hope that you can join us each and every week as we recap these wins and losses. Be sure to visit us on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all the social media sites for all of our insiders coverage. I'm JJ Hartigan for Josh Juergens behind the scenes, for Amy Bruns helping out as well up at the front desk. We hope that you guys have enjoyed this broadcast here this week. We'll see you May 14th inside the Storm Shelter.